Welcome back everyone for a new episode on board Thula. In last week's episode, you saw us inspecting some hurricane damages in the yard of St. David's Harbor and on our challenging hike through huge ferns and up the ridge of Mount Quaqua, which offered spectacular views over Grenada. Hurricane Ivan had left its traces by having wiped away the mature trees with their dense foliage. We were also so lucky to meet a group of endangered Mona monkeys whose number as well had been decimated greatly through Hurricane Janet in 1995. Taking back a local bus to colorful St. George, where we did a short supermarket stop, we ended up back in Prickly Bay as the sun set. The next day we brought Thula to St. George, where we had spotted a big supermarket with a dinghy dock and filled up our stocks. We were ready for an exciting underwater adventure, praised as one of the most awesome things to see on Grenada by National Geographic. It was indeed more than awesome, swimming around and finding more and more statues that had been installed there by an artist. Sailing around the underwater volcano Kikemjeni, we arrived at the Ile de Ronde. This Robinson Crusoe island, with no creatures seen on this wild island except some lizards, pelicans and boobies, big birds with amazing diving abilities, offered really nice snorkeling grounds we enjoyed all day long. We continued our way to Carriacou, the largest of the Grenadine islands. Carriacou is the Carib word meaning island surrounded by reefs, but luckily the approach was not as hard. We put down our anchor in Tyrol Bay, a huge but well-protected bay with a few shops, including a supermarket, that was separated from the sea by a road. There was also Carriacou Marine, where we were able to fill up some of our water bottles. The only way to reach this island is by ferry. When having a closer look at one of them, you could still see the name Melfjord on one of the ferries. It had once been trafficking in our home waters in Scandinavia. We stayed in Tyrol Bay for 2 nights, then decided to continue in a convoy. Salty with Marika and Björn, Sentosa with Nico and Thula's crew. We soon arrived at Sandy Island, nothing but a postcard-perfect strip of white sand with some palm trees surrounded by perfect snorkeling and diving reefs. This island is part of a marine park and costs $10 per night per mooring. How you doing, Ilya?
Relaxing.
Like it here? Really nice, huh? So we're here on Sandy Island, which is just a beautiful place. Oh, just have a look. Isn't the guy? This is already at the other side of the island. To have a short look around what's going on here. I think we've arrived in Paradise. Little Paradise Island.
Er hat eine gute Wahl getroffen mit seinem Gehäuse. Das würde ich mir auch nehmen als Haus. Ich setze sie mal zu deinem.
Kom gleich raus. Die Butterfahne. Leider ist die aber auch abgelaufen. Ich kann keine Songs mehr drauf.
Auf See und sing das Lied von die Wikinger.
Hey, Mr. Krabby. As a little day exhibition, we decided to head for Mabuya Island, which was said to be a good destination for diving. We wanted to see what the island had to offer. Because there were so many sharp rocks around the island and it was also pretty high, we decided to dip our heads below the water surface instead to see what was going on there.
Flying low under the radar, like a Nighthawk stealth plane, you are hiding out in the shadows.
Besides rays, we also saw the biggest lobster alive ever. It was a big temptation for dinner, but this was a marine reserve. Lucky him.
Nobody should ever have to live that way. Hey now, it's okay now. You don't have to hide from the world no more. Hey now, it's okay now. It's your time.
Having seen this huge jolly of a lobster at Mabuya Island, we were really keen on getting to a place where it was allowed to catch them. Ilya created his own lobster sling out of our old hollow curtain holders from Kiel and some extra wire we had on board.
Lights. It's time once and for all to have equal rights. Come along now. Hey now,
65
Oi.
und Glas irgendwie 15.
In Anse la Roche, we enjoyed some very sweet sundowner drinks on the beach, supporting the locals a bit. Just before the sun melted into the Caribbean Sea, a speedboat arrived and brought some guests to their exclusive dinner site with some fresh lobster and fish from the grill. We were saving our catch of the day for the following one.
Mal gucken, ob du da noch was rausholst und sonst kannst du es ja überholen werden.
We dropped anchor in Clifton, the main harbor of Union Island. Navigation was a bit tricky due to the many reefs around and also a small reef in the center of the anchorage. While Nora and I made good lunch at this very rolly but picturesque spot, Ilya and Nico went ashore to do customs and immigration, as we had reached St. Vincent and the Grenadines now. Union Island has become the kiteboarding center of the windwards, which is why we also decided to make a stop there. Approaching Clifton, we had seen some kites soaring in the bay just behind Frigate Island, which we then also decided to head for, especially because it was much more protected.
Pop it up.
Only 15 meters left. No, just joking.
We hope you enjoyed catching a glimpse of the beautiful blue water world of Carriacou and Union Island. If you liked our video, don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel to follow us on our upcoming journeys. Next time to Meru and the famous Tobago Cays, islands with an interesting history and blessed with breathtaking beauty being fringed by turquoise coral reefs. To support us in our filming activities, why not become one of our Patreons? For more information, click on the website blended in below. See you soon!
Indiana, jetzt fehlen nur noch die Raffaellos. Wo sind die Raffaellos? Die vermisse ich schon lange.